What's going on then, YouTube? I hope you're all doing very well and welcome back to another video here on our channel. Today we are bringing you a Julian Draxler 87 rated Player Moments SBC that has been released this evening on FIFA 22 Ultimate Team. Really excited on the face value of this card. Draxler's one of them ones which always appeals to me. 4-star skill moves, 5-star weak foot is definitely a fun card to use. Do me a favor, ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed the video, please do leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new. That would be greatly appreciated. So Draxler does come with 6'2". He has medium work rates, and he has a high and average plus body type, which is something to take into account. Obviously plays for PSG and nationality is German. His player traits, what does he come with? And this is really good with Draxler. Outside of the foot shot, flair trait, and the finesse shot trait as well. And the finesse shot trait is one that is very beautiful to use on this card. How much is he going to cost you, first of all? He's actually a pretty expensive SBC, given the SBCs that we've had on FIFA 22 so far. 262,000 on PlayStation, 275,000 on Xbox. His face stats of the card are 85 pace, 85 shooting, 86 passing, 88 dribbling, 70 defending, and 71 physical. Where can this card be played? In my opinion, I think the best position that you're going to have him kind of suitable in is probably going to be that center attacking mid role, and maybe center mid as well, depending on what formation that you want to play him in. We played him myself in the 4-2-3-1 in central attacking mid. Could you play him at right attacking mid, left attacking mid, or maybe striker? In a way, you could, but I'll go into that a little bit more detail in a short while. I only had forward runs on my custom tactics for you guys to know on that. Chemistry style, what chemistry style would I recommend? I use an engine on him myself because I was playing him in that center attacking mid role. I think if you're going to play him in center mid, you're probably going to be looking more at something like an anchor, for example, maybe a shadow. And then maybe if you want more shooting out of him, you may want to go for a hunter. But a lot of variability in what you may want to go on the chemistry style, I think. So let's go ahead and talk about his pros and his cons. First of all, how quick is he? He has 87 acceleration and 84 sprint speed. For a guy that is 6'2" with high and average plus body type, he actually felt quick. He carried the ball so well when going forward. He just carried it and shrugged people off the board if they got close to him. He was very comfortable at moving that ball forward, getting into that final third and transitioning the team into attack. And I think that comes from his 87 positioning as well. He always seems to slot into the right sort of areas. The medium work rates is something that I'm not a massive fan of. If I'm completely honest with you, it's not my personal preference. If you're playing him in centre mid, I think you can get away with it a little bit more. But in centre attacking mid, it can be a little bit frustrating to deal with. But he certainly felt quick for what he is at 6'2". Moving on to his shooting. How did his shooting kind of play in game? Well, he has 90 shot power, 87 shots, 90 volleys, 83 finishing, and as I said, 87 positioning. The shot power is probably one of the best things here. The finishing, I don't think is low at 83. I think it's about reasonable. Maybe for the price tag, I'd like it to be a little bit more if I was going to be picky. But again, depending on what chemistry style you apply to him here, you can go ahead and increase that, right? So it's not too big of a deal on that side of things. But to me, it is a little bit low in borderline. That's me being picky though, as I said. But shooting was definitely a positive. Why was it? The shot power, the finesse shot trait, the outside of the foot shot trait really goes a long way. He has 88 composure as well. So if he gets in on goal and you want to go for a finesse shot, you want to go for a power shot across goal, you will feel very comfortable with doing this. He can hold off a player. He's 6'2", high and average body type. He's fine on that. And he's got the composure to kind of go with it. Penalty is a little bit low at 73, if that bothers you. Let's talk about his passing. If you're going to play him in centre mid, you're going to play him at centre attacking mid. You want to know how good is he at passing the ball. Well, his passing comes with 87 short passing, 83 long passing, 87 vision, and 83 curve. Which isn't really high, but again, depending on the chemistry style, you can increase this. So I went for an engine, which takes him to 92 short pass, 93 curve, 88 long passing. The long shots as well, sorry to go with, helps massively at 87 on the shooting side of things. When you have 87 long shots, 93 curve, 92 vision, you've got the ability to ping the ball, look for the over-the-top through balls. finesse it on the edge of the box, switch the ball. He's got the capability to do all of that, and it was a massive pro on this card. His passing was phenomenal, especially with the over-the-top through balls. Moving on and kind of talking about how good did he feel on the ball. Was he nimble for a guy that's 6'2"? Can he move the ball around? Can he dribble? Can he get himself out of tight areas? In a way, yeah, he can actually. So he comes with 91 agility and 90 balance if you increase him with an engine chemistry style, that is. 84 reactions. Again, a little bit on the low side if we're being picky. 92 ball control. 99 dribbling with an engine chemistry style onto him, which is phenomenal. Again, take into account the 88 composure. And being 6'2", for a guy that is that tall, he's actually one of the most joyful cards that I've used with the ball at his feet. I've not very often that I say, oh, this guy's good with the ball at his feet when they're that tall. You know, I normally like my 5'8", 5'9", maybe 5'10" at most. But he felt so good given his height, taking that into account. Now, you might be sat here and wondering, his defensive and physical stats, are they a pro or are they a con? Though they are a con. Can he play in the box-to-box CM role maybe as a centre defensive mid if you're in a 4-2-3-1 or something? In a way, yes, he can. He has 82 stamina, which is okay. He has 81 jumping for a guy that's 6'2", will do. If you put a shadow chemistry style on him, he gets 90 interceptions, 82 heading accuracy, 63 defensive awareness. But if you're manually pressing that, you're manually doing that yourself, you will be okay. 87 stand tackle, fine. 68 slide tackle. Meh. That would help you if you play him in that box-to-box centre mid role. He does only have 70 strength though and 59 aggression, which is a little bit low for someone in that centre defensive mid, box-to-box centre mid role if we were being picky. But I wasn't bothered about his defensive stats because I wasn't playing him in that role. Wasn't something that bothered for me. The physical stats, 81 jumping, 82 stamina, did okay for me at centre attacking mid. The strength at 70 felt more of a... It felt a bit of a lie. He felt stronger than that, but I think that's just because of his average plus body type and the fact that he's obviously very tall as well. So I think that is a little bit of a lie on that side of things. So those are his pros and cons to his card. What do I think with regards to team links? How can we link this card? He plays for PSG, which is pretty easy to link if you've got the big boys. Kimpembe, Marquinhos, Mbappe, Neymar, Di Maria. If you have, say, Fofana, you can link him into there. And I think he could work well next to Fofana, actually. I think you could do that should you wish to. You can link him, obviously, with Verratti as well. If you wanted to take him elsewhere across the board, you might want to link him to Rudiger in the Premier League, Gozens in Serie A. There's a few ways that you can link this card and obviously going over to Bundesliga as well. So his links are definitely a positive. In terms of longevity, how long can this card last on FIFA? For me... I actually think a very long time. It's probably going to be one of my longer ones that I've kind of said. I think if people were to do this SBC, you could use him well up to past team of the year because he's not slow when you apply chemistry style. He has good dribbling. He has very good shooting. He has very good passing. He has 3 very, very good stats. Maybe even 4 if you play him in that cam role or centre mid role. On the wing and up front, maybe not so much. So that to me makes him have a longer, longevity. When I think about Insigne, I didn't like him as much because I felt like he just lacked in like pure shooting stats, pure passing stats. I think Insigne's passing's 86 as well. But Draxler just covers everywhere very well. He's very well rounded, which what makes me give him a longer longevity on this card. In terms of enjoyment, how much did I enjoy him? A lot. Actually, he's probably one of the most enjoyable cards that I've used on FIFA 22 so far when doing these player reviews. The only thing that makes me go, maybe I didn't enjoy him as much. It's because he's expensive. He is one of the most expensive SBCs that we've had on FIFA 22 when just looking at a normal SBC. But in comparison, I kind of think back to the Nkunku that got released, which was about 180k, I think. He's better than that. He's more well-rounded. He offers me more. So I make that worth it. Combined with someone like Verratti, this will be a really fun card for people to use. Has he got a level cap? Can he be played in the Elite Division, the top end of FIFA, competitive FIFA? Can he be used in Division 10? Yes, he can be used across the board. 4-star skill moves, 5-star weak foot. That is what you want from cards on FIFA. The only downside there is the medium work rates, in my opinion. My overall rating, what would I give him? I have to take a price into account on these. On the market, this card would not be worth 280k, which makes it hard for me to... 275k, sorry. Which makes it hard for me to judge these player reviews accurately because I have to take the market into account. I have to mark him down because of that, right? Other than that, it's a fantastic card and a very well-rounded card, and a card which I actually think people can do and have in their teams for a long time and get a good amount of money's worth. So for that, I would give him in between an 8.5 and a 9. If I was to take out the price, he gets a 9 comfortably. If I'm taking into account price, 8.5, you know? I want to give him a 9, but it's a lot of money. It's a lot of coins. If you use him for the next month, 2 months, you get your money's worth. If you only plan on using him for the next week or, well, not a week or two, but the next maybe 2 weeks, you don't get your money's worth. So just take that into account. But remember, great league links, a very well-rounded card. Can play cam. Then if you find he's getting too slow, you can move him to centre mid. Just it's the medium work rate. It's probably the letdown in that side of ththings. Works for me, though. A really fun card. A card which I reckon you guys can do and have a lot of joy with. You let me know if you're going to complete him. Pop your thoughts down below in the comment section. Leave a like if you enjoyed. And I'll catch you in the next video. Bye-bye.